Hey folks, in this video I'm going to be replacing the water pump impeller on this Tohatsu. It's a 2005 model M50 D2. It's a two-stroke and it's the same procedure pretty much for most of these Tohatsus to replace the impeller. First thing we need to do is remove the shift linkage. This is secured in place. We can see it just here. There are two small drift pins that hold the lower part of the shaft to the upper part of the shaft of the linkage. It's about a 3mm drift pin, so if you have a proper punch you can use that, or in my case I'm going to use just a 3mm drill bit. I've moved the throttle to the forward position to give us access to both pins. Next we can remove the 6 13mm bolts that hold the gearbox onto the middle section. There's 3 bolts down this side that I've already removed, and now we can loosen off and remove the 3 on this side. With all the bolts undone, we should simply be able to slide the lower end away from the midsection. If it's tight or binding for any reason, the chances are that the shift linkage where the 2 pins went in has maybe seized itself on, or is just a little bit tight, so maybe use a pry bar or something similar to loosen it off. Then we can slide everything out. We can now take apart the housing for the water pump. There's 4 13mm bolts. Now we can slide the housing up the drive shaft. Here we can see the impeller. It's still in the housing. Make sure we don't lose the key in the drive shaft. Drive shaft, or the impeller, still looks in good shape, but we're going to be replacing it with a genuine Tohatsu part. Part number is 3C8650212 for the 50 horsepower engine. So we're going to take everything apart and inspect it, especially the surfaces where everything rubs. These look to be in good condition already. If they were scored up, I'd recommend replacing them, or at very least give them a rub with emery paper. Before we put in our new impeller, we need to note which way the fins on the impeller or the blades are facing. So here we can see that they're facing, we'll say clockwise, so they're facing forward, which means that the pump turns anti-clockwise. If in doubt, take a photo on your phone or camera of that before replacing it. Then I'm going to clean out our housing. Check our surfaces aren't too badly worn. I'm going to apply a small bit of marine grease to the surfaces, just so that when it starts up, before it gets any water, it won't do any damage. I'm going to pop in our new impeller with the blades facing forward. So here we can see the old and new together. They look good. I've cleaned out the galleys and cleaned all the mating surfaces of the lower housing of the pump, and also put some fresh grease on the drive shaft. So now we can slide the housing with the impeller in it down onto the keyway, making sure that our key doesn't slide out. It's going to be a little bit fiddly. Yeah, now we have it. So we can close that up and tighten down our 4 bolts. I've just noticed after looking at the shift linkage that we didn't need to remove the lower roll pin, as it holds this part of the shaft onto this little coupler. We only had to remove the top one. So I'm going to pop that roll pin back in. And I've also cleaned out the top of the hole and put a little bit of grease in to make it easier to put things back together again. We can now reinstall the gearbox. We have to get the shift linkage, the drive shaft and the water tube, which stays in the midsection, goes into the hole in the top of the housing. To get all these lined up correctly for everything to go back together. It helps sometimes if you turn the propeller a little bit to get the drive shaft just on the right spline. Also, we need to get our shift linkage into the coupling. So there we go. Just need to put in our bolts now. So we have our 6 bolts in and tightened down. The last thing we need to do is to put in our roll pin, our drift pin. The easiest way to do this is to start it off by hand and then get a pair of vice grips or pliers and just squeeze it till it's fully in. That's that job finished now. Hopefully that was of some help to you if you're doing the same. Most of these Tohatsus, the 2 strokes, 3 and 4 cylinder engines, are the same idea. The only awkward thing is to get out that pin in the shift linkage, then everything else is straightforward. Okay, thanks, bye bye.